and welcome to Hypothetically Intentional, where we ask the question, what if we set intentions with everything we do? I'm your host, Michelle Albers, and today I am feeling like setting an intention of showing up with a compassionate heart. It's just me today, and I'm feeling like talking about back to school and reminding us all to come into that compassion for self might be not such a bad idea. I find this time of year can get messy for people and exciting, and it can kind of bring on all of the emotions. Whether you're a parent of young children and your kids are heading off to school for the first time, or maybe you have kids that are off in college and back to school feels a little strange this year. Or maybe you're like me and your kids are growing and out of college and you're finding yourself in nostalgia and going back and reflecting on how things, just those memories, I see all these pictures of kids going back to school, and I think it can get messy. I think it can get beautiful. I think it can be all of the things. Sometimes we have this vision for ourselves or for our kids or for what we thought might be or what we're feeling once was, and it can bring in kind of all of those emotions. And I'm just here to say, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and find things and people and places that bring you joy, that make you smile from the inside out. And if you're in a place where you just can't get to the smile from the inside out, find someone that can help you. Sometimes it's not us. Sometimes we don't have the energy or the capacity or the capability of showing up for ourselves in compassion. Sometimes we need someone else, someone in our outside world to remind us that compassion is here, that we're not alone, that you can ask for help, that when we ask for help mindfully from our highest self, from our heart space. Sometimes the other thing is like when we get really, really stressed out, we go into our old patterns and what is comfortable and familiar with us without realizing or recognizing that that's not always for our best and highest good in any given moment. Sometimes we need to explore new resources. And sometimes those resources aren't people either, right? Like sometimes it's walking out and about, or reading a good book, or watching a great movie, or dancing, singing, playing, drawing, writing. Sometimes if you just can't figure out what it might be, try just writing without a purpose, just writing whatever comes out from your mind, through your heart, down your arm, onto the paper, through your hand, through your fingertips, through the pen or pencil or the keyboard, and just, you don't even have to go back and read it. Just move some energy. That's the other thing. Sometimes and this might be a really joyous time for you, whether it's a joyous time for you or a challenging time for you, or you're trying to figure out your foundation and get your new routine into place because everything's kind of shifted, even if it's just in your mindset. Remember that you get to be creative in how you move that energy, and sometimes literally moving is a way to move that energy in a way that feels a little less intense or a little less logical, right? A little less mindful, and just allows you to be in your physical body moving energy. And I find that there's a lot of different ways we can move ourselves through a celebration or through a funk. And I'm just letting you know that whatever it is you're feeling right now, you're not alone. I've had moments in my life where I felt very alone, and I feel like I didn't have a great amount of resources in my world. To be fair, I don't believe it was ever actually true, but I told myself it was true. And as I look back, I think, gosh, I had so many resources I just didn't see because I was so stuck in my suck. And I'm giving myself grace in that sometimes we're just stuck in our suck. And sometimes we need to hear a magical thing, or we need an earth angel or a magical friend that comes in and reminds us that it doesn't have to be quite this hard. In fact, it doesn't have to be hard in every moment. And we get to choose a different way if we pick our head up, look around, and decide. So I feel like this episode kind of hung on the where this time of year might be really challenging for you versus the celebration. But I feel like it was supposed to be that way. There's somebody out there listening who maybe this message is helpful. Just a reminder that it's temporary. Whatever you're feeling, celebration, stress, challenging times, whatever it is, it's temporary. And you can lean in and you can make a different choice. And I'm not saying that choice, I'm not talking like toxic positivity here. I'm talking, making a different choice to point you in a different direction that might possibly take you somewhere out of where you are right now if you're not enjoying where you are right now. Again, we don't have to enjoy every single moment. But if we've been stuck in the suck for a little while, take a moment, take a breath, listen to yourself. Ask your heart what it needs. Ask your soul what it needs. Ask yourself what you might need in this moment, and then be brave enough to ask for it. I have a really hard time asking for help when I'm in my suckiest moments. And it's funny to me because it's like if I'm not in my suckiest moment, I've built the ability now to ask for help. But when I'm really in it, it's harder for me. And so also, like, if you're in a great place right now, pick your head up, look around, see if there's anybody who might just need a shoulder, who might just need an ear, who might just need someone to say, hey, do you need anything? I feel like that's a wrap for today. I really appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being here. Reach out, send an email, or post a comment if you are called to do so. And we're looking out for those comments. Bye. Be you every day.